Well, news just coming in. The India Bloc is protesting in Parliament. In fact, as we had mentioned, the Parliament was set for a heated debate on the NEET row today, but fresh visuals coming in from outside Parliament. As you can tell, the opposition has upped the ante. They're protesting outside Parliament. In fact, Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh had announced the decision of the India Bloc parties to protest against the misuse of central investigative agencies in a press conference that was held over the weekend on Sunday. The Aam Aadmi Party leader had said the parties of the India Bloc had unanimously decided that they will protest against the misuse of the Enforcement Directorate and Central Bureau of Investigation in the Parliament premises. Fresh visuals now coming in before a heated debate is expected to unfold in Parliament on the NEET row. As we can see on our screens at the moment, the India Bloc protesting outside the Parliament. In fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is probing the alleged case of the malpractice as far as the NEET UG exam is concerned, well, they have also made a series of arrests. Investigations continue across states like Bihar, Maharashtra. As Paras was mentioning, there have been raids across Latur as well. The India Bloc, though, protesting against the misuse of central investigative agencies right outside Parliament. Right, Rishika joins us over the phone line with a quick update. Rishika, as expected, the India Bloc is now protesting against the misuse of the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation outside Parliament.
Well, absolutely. This is a concerted, coordinated protest that was planned between all India Bloc allies over the alleged misuse of central agencies. Now, this isn't a new sort of agenda as far as the opposition is concerned. They have continuously been raising the issue of misuse of central agencies, the ED, the CBI, against opposition parties, saying that this is vendetta politics on the part of the BJP, that they are selectively targeting only opposition leaders. This protest today, Parmeshwar, is being led, of course, by the Aam Aadmi Party mainly. They are protesting against the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal. Remember, he was arrested from Tihar jail. The CBI took custody of Arvind Kejriwal from Tihar jail, this while he was still in ED custody. We've just seen a day ago that Hemant Soren was finally released from ED custody in the case that was registered against him. So all India allies there coming out and uniting in their protest against the government, upping the ante against the government once again, this time outside Parliament, carrying placards and banners on stopping the misuse of central agencies against the opposition. The TMC has also been targeted. They claim TMC MPs also there standing in solidarity. There have been investigations that have been carried out against Abhishek Banerjee, who's under the radar of the Enforcement Directorate over money laundering charges. His wife also under that same radar. So a whole host of opposition leaders have been targeted by central agencies over various cases in the run-up to these elections. And this is, of course, a culmination of that. What we are seeing outside is opposition MPs uniting in protest against the government over the misuse of central agencies. These are MPs from the Congress, from the Aam Aadmi Party, from the Trinamool Congress, as well as several other parties who are standing there in solidarity together and are, in fact, raising those slogans against the government over the misuse of agencies. Having said that, in just a short while from now, we'll also witness a stormy session of Parliament starting. 11 o'clock is when Parliament will start. And there are a couple of other issues that the opposition is going to be raking up in Parliament, including the NEET issue as well as the criminal laws, because the Congress party has moved two adjournment motions today in Parliament, one regarding a discussion on NEET and one regarding a discussion on the criminal laws.
As always, Rishika, thank you so much for joining us with the latest details. These fresh visuals coming in of opposition MPs outside Parliament protesting against the misuse of central agencies by the central government. Vasudha Venugopal is outside Parliament tracking the latest developments for us. She joins us over the phone line at the moment. Vasudha, what are you seeing? What can you report at the moment?
Well, Parmeshwar, the opposition's protest has just gotten over. In fact, all the MPs have gone back inside, but it was a very spirited protest. If you see the visuals, there were all opposition parties in attendance, and including the Congress, which was led by Rahul Gandhi. Then, of course, Samajwadi Party with 39 MPs, and of course, TMC, which has always been raising this issue, considering its own General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee is under the scrutiny of investigating agencies. So TMC MPs were there, all 22 of them. So, and of course, all the other Aam Aadmi Party MPs also, because this is clearly, theirs is the trigger here, because Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi, was granted bail by a trial court, and of course that was solved by the High Court, which put a stay on this, and that has in some ways become the trigger for this protest, and it is also a marker of unity amongst all opposition parties, and this is something that they're doing right from the start of the parliament, because this is a renewed, resurgent opposition, and every day they are finding ways to showcase that kind of unity to send across this message that the BJP, though has 240 numbers, which is dominant, is still not the largest party. I mean, it's still not the party with the supreme majority. So it's more, there are many political undertones to this protest. But of course, the main reason for this protest was to for stopping the alleged misuse of investigating agencies, while the government has always maintained that ED and CBI are free to work on their own. They're autonomous institutions, that they don't work on political lines. But of course, the opposition believes otherwise, considering so many of them have come under scrutiny, and many of them have been arrested as well, including Hemant Soren, who's now out on bail. But of course, Arvind Kejriwal remains in jail, Manish Sisodia remains in jail. So this was Aam Aadmi Party taking the lead, but of course, the entire opposition coming together to prove a point.